here. Welcome back to another video. So I wanted to come to you really quickly because I just got off a client call and we were talking about something that keeps coming up in a lot of my client calls lately. What it is, people come to me coming from a restrictive past, some kind of restrictive, healthy diet, whether it's fruitarianism, raw vegan, cooked vegan, just a normal vegan in general, ketogenic especially, or just like a gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free diet, just the clean eating diet in general, like chicken and rice or tilapia and broccoli or something. So all of these different kinds of diets, there's just people from all different parts of the world coming from all different kinds of diets and past lifestyles. And they seem to be struggling with the same issues, right? So digestive problems, skin problems, fatigue, people feeling like they're going to bed dying every single night. And that was with me, like I've talked about before, like you're scared to go to bed because you feel like your body is just shutting down on you. You feel like you're dying. But you're clinging on to this diet ideology, this diet mentality, because for so long you've been living this diet, you've been living this lifestyle of healthy, wholesome eating, and yet you still don't feel healthy. And so, why is it that even though your body is shutting down, you're having massive health symptoms, and yet you cling on to this healthy ideology, like you can't let go of it, even though it's right in front of your face that it's the diet that's causing these problems, right? It's the diet. And this was big for me, like that pushed me into accepting recovery, was that I had to realize that there was a problem with what I was doing in my diet. It was the diet. It was the restrictions. It was the healthy diet that was causing all of these problems, right? I had to come to terms, come out of denial, and really face the harsh reality that it was a problem. I had a problem, and I didn't want to see it, that it was an eating disorder or disordered eating. There's no way. And I used to scoff at orthorexia, like, oh, they're just trying to stop people from being healthy. It's a real problem. And, sometimes we can be playful about this recovery thing, but sometimes we need to be real and we need to be honest and we need to know and face the harsh reality that this is a real problem and recovery is not to be taken lightly. So if that's motivation for you to keep pushing in recovery and take it seriously and wake up to the fact that you need to come away from these healthy mindsets that aren't really healthy for you right now, then, that's going to be huge in your recovery and you could find the help that you actually need at this point. So there's that. But then there's also the fact that, there's different definitions of health in different parts of your life. So what I mean by this is, what is your definition of health? So if you're really clinging on to health, like I can't eat processed foods in recovery because health, like I've worked so hard for my health and cleaning out my body. How could you sit here and tell me to eat Chick-fil-A or burgers or pizza, And I get it. Like I was in the same boat. I was having panic attacks and I just couldn't fathom eating, mucus forming milk or inflammatory gluten and sugar, acidic animal products, or eating addictive junk food, all of these things. But yet I wasn't the walking epitome of health. And you see this a lot lately too, like all these leaders in these health movements are now coming out like saying that they've been suffering this whole time, but we've been led to think that they're so healthy and they're the epitome of health, but really they've been struggling the whole time too. They just haven't been honest about it. So if you're wondering like, well, how is this person able to do it and they're healthy? But then you find out that they actually have been struggling with digestive problems and fatigue and hormone problems, and they didn't have a period for a few years, or, they're binging in secret, or, whatever. Yeah, so it's redefining what health means. Think back to when you were suffering the most during your diet, right? Because that's why you're probably here. So you're having all these health issues, But you just still define that as health. You still define whole grains over white rice as health, because that's what we've been told. Yet you're facing so many health problems from these healthy foods and this healthy diet or this healthy meal plan. So how is that really healthy? How is that healthy? How is that health if you're suffering even though you're eating all these healthy foods? You're probably, well on your way to having a heart attack from all the stress from trying to be pure and clean and perfect in your diet, versus having the pizza kill you from it not being healthy, right? Does that make sense? So what is health to you? Is it spending your days stressing and calculating the calories and the macros and fearing to go out and eat something and you can't eat this food you really want because the nutrition label says that it has dairy in it or animal products or sugar in it, but you really want it and you feel so deprived and you're fatigued and you just feel terrible and you don't want to go out with loved ones because the restaurant there doesn't prepare the foods properly, or they don't combine the foods properly, or it's cross-contaminated, or it's going to cause a digestive flare-up or whatever. And it's like health too is more than food. So you have to define for yourself, what are the priorities in your life, right? Do you want to spend your days just thinking about food all the time and trying to be perfect with your diet and your exercise regime? Do you want to be thinking about food constantly when you're out with your loved ones? Do you want to be fearful of, the fatty foods or carb foods that they're going to make you unhealthy? Or do you want to spend your days free from all of that, able to eat to fuel your life and your passions rather than eating just to live and be perfect in your little diet exercise bubble, So what are your priorities in life? Mine were, I couldn't do that anymore. It was exhausting. I just couldn't do that. I tried to go back and forth, and that's just not the life that I wanted to live anymore. I'd done it for so long and it was miserable. And, although you get the compliments like, oh, well, you look so good. What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. But you're suffering on the inside and you're like, if only you knew. If only you knew. I'll switch you places. So what is the life that you want to live? And me, I chose this intuitive normalcy type life where I can handle all these foods. I can go out, not think about, the nutrition or the calories or the fat carb protein ratio. I didn't have to, be fearful or have anxiety or, digestive problems and hormone problems, all from eating, and so that's health to me, right? Not being ultra lean and trying to look a certain way or trying to be ultra clean internally, and be ultra healthy, but I wasn't really healthy, so it's really just waking up to the reality. Health, what is health to you? Was it really healthy? Where you're coming from. If you're doubting, I should go back to restricting and over-exercising because I need to get my health back. Well, think back. Why are you even here? Why did you even fall into recovery? Were you really healthy where you're coming from? Probably not. I don't know why you would be watching my channel if you were totally a normal eater and, fine with your health, and you didn't go into a diet and exercise regime and get super lean with your body or any of that stuff. I don't know why you would be watching my video, but if you are, hey. So anyways, the whole point is to redefine what health is for you right now. Not for anyone else, not what other people are doing around you, because they're not coming from the past that you're coming from. Their body's not in a malnourished state like you are. So what is healthy? What is going to be the most healthiest for you right now? And that's, for a lot of people, it's going to be processed foods. It's going to be the most healthy. And for some people, it's eating animal products. And for some people, it's going out to restaurants and getting takeout or going through the drive-thru and getting that kind of food. And for some people, it's starting to find their balance and have a balance of all of this and just have their body guide them and really trust that the body has it covered. What is health for you right now? Where are you at right now? And what's going to be the healthiest thing for you right now? Is that going to be to not go to the gym and rest today? Is that going to be to take a day for yourself and just de-stress? Is that going to be to go on a bike ride because you want to get outside and it's beautiful and you just have a lot of energy and you want to go have fun? Or is it that you just are really ravenously craving Chick-fil-A or In-N-Out Burger? Or is it that you just are really craving like a home-cooked type meal and you want to sit down with your family or friends and just, have a good, simple meal at home? What is it going to be right now for you? Is it going to be to not let the fears and the, oh my gosh, I don't know the nutrition in this food. I don't know the calories. I'm having more calories than I did yesterday. I need to burn this off after I eat this. That's not a life worth living. That's not what life was meant to be. It's taking you away from the life that you were meant to live out. It's taking away from your purpose that you were sent here to live out. All of this stuff. The obsession with the body, the obsession with food, it's taking away from who you truly are. You're not your diet and you're not your exercise regime and you're not this, 6% body fat person. That's not you. I'm on a tangent once again, but I hope that you get what I'm saying with all of this. I hope this makes sense to you. Out of anything, it's redefining what health is going to look like for you right now. And what's healthy for me right now may not be your health right now. You know what I mean? That my balance probably is not going to be your balance. What worked for me in my recovery may not be the right thing for you in your recovery right now. Where I'm at right now should not be where you are if you're just coming to this and you're in your early stages of recovery. You know what I mean? And the same goes for everyone else in the recovery community. We're all so unique. I see time and time again with my clients that are fully able to embrace this and really look at what's going to be healthy for them right now and let go and fully trust their bodies and give it what it wants because it's so intelligent, and they're able to find health again. And they're going against everything that we've been taught to be healthy. And it's actually the most health promoting for them. And it's ironic, but that's why I'm doing this, right? Because I was right there with you, so scared to branch out. But it's been the best thing ever. And I feel the best that I have since before the first diet, when I was, starving myself with Adderall as an appetite suppressant, going to school all day, not eating, then binging at night. So I felt like I do before that. And I want that for you too. I want you to actually truly be healthy again. So if you're worried again about becoming unhealthy with all these processed foods or just dairy or these kinds of foods, for you, it might be the healthiest thing that you could do in your life and for your body to just eat those foods that you crave and that you know that you wouldn't feel deprived anymore and you would get a better quality of life, and it would be the healthiest thing for you. Let the motivation outweigh the fear. Define your priorities, reprioritize your life if needed, and keep going and recover and keep eating, keep following your body, keep developing that trust between you and your body, and it will all balance out and you won't feel so crazy around food and exercise. Okay, so there's more to say about that, but I just wanted to quickly touch on these things. So I hope that this video has helped you in some way. I hope that you're doing well in your life and in your recovery. And thank you for watching. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video.